Nothing beats going to the gym, right? No, this is better. Hey, so last night we got a few more rocks set, pushed a little bit into the night, broke out the floodlights, so we were able to set a few rocks when it got dark. I think that we're coming up on the big push. So today is Friday, a few days before Christmas. Christmas is next week. So this weekend is the big push coming up here. So we're gonna work about a half a day today, and Elijah is off school the next week for Christmas break. So we should be able to get a lot done over the weekend. It's supposed to be pretty decent weather, except for maybe Sunday. So we've been dealing with all this rain. Behind me it's just a big mess, and so we have to teeter our way up here, if you will. So it's really slow and slippery, but we're getting it done, All right, guys, good morning. So, bright and early, crack of dawn, Saturday before Christmas. And we still got a big hot mess here, working on the Pondless Waterfall. We're making some progress. So yesterday we did a few things, but it's still just so muddy around. You can see in the back, it's super muddy. And down behind me here, well, you can't really see it that good on camera, but it's really sloped. So if you're taking a big rock down there, you gotta be super careful. But we managed to get a few more things accomplished. But today's the big push because we got more rain coming tonight. And I really don't wanna mess around with all this rain too much more. But let me flip this thing around and show you guys what we got so far. Okay, so you really can't tell too much because we got it covered up a little bit. But we're able to get essentially a third row cut in here. So got the first row, and now the second row, water's gonna come up over this wood and drop onto this and come down. Water's gonna sneak around behind that little small rock and level over there. More water between here. Behind that is another drop. Behind this right here is another couple drops. So as we climb the hill, we can see the finish line here. So we're gonna take the waterfall over here a bit more and have it start this direction. And we're going to have some more action over here. So this is where we're going to create a little whitewater section so we can really see it well from the street, because you can see whitewater a lot further away than you can a nice little pretty sheet of water that shoots over. So the plan is over here somewhere. We're going to get a few more drops. Like I said, a lot of water action. Originally we were going to have a set of stairs, rock stone steps going that direction, going down, and we're going to split it to where we could go in the backyard and then maybe have a little pathway in the front that leads us to a little sitting area over here. So now after building this, what I've decided to do is scratch this whole idea over here, and with the front door coming out, if we're straight, the front door is right behind me, so coming out here, I want to have my steps in here. So I either want to do one of a couple of different things. I've got some big flat rocks down there, so I either want to have a bridge that goes across the water here and continues down to some steps, or I actually want to have some floating steps in the center at the start of the waterfall where I can have water going between the steps and you got to jump across. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but that's pretty steep down there. We've got about probably, 8 feet to cover. So we'll figure it out. But we're getting there. All right, so we managed to find a way to incorporate the bridge right there. So it's coming essentially right off the sidewalk that I'm standing on now, and we're gonna be able to walk over water, and then that's going to transition into more steps. And then we'll be able to walk down beside the waterfall down to the sitting area back over there. So, progress. We got a bridge! Finally got it set just before the sun went down on us. So, I'm so horrible at this. That's it, that's the bridge. Let me flip it around so you can see it better. Well, maybe not better, that was a stretch, but that's it. So sidewalk, front door, steps, sidewalk, it's just touching that and stepping up. I know you can't see anything, but I'm just happy that we got that right there. All right, so we got a bridge at the top set, and now all this space behind me, we're gonna start putting a series of steps in there, probably 12 or so steps. So let me flip this thing around and show you what we got here. We got the front door, sidewalk, bridge going across. That's gonna step down, step down, step down. We're gonna be facing the water feature at first, and then it's gonna have a little landing area, a little landing pad here. You'd love to see me fall, wouldn't you? So flat right there, and then we're gonna keep on stepping down, and it's gonna take us over to our pathway over there. All right, so hey guys, getting some steps set in. Finally getting some steps set in. There's some action going on behind us. Guys are strapping stuff, moving rocks. This is good because this means that we're actually getting to the finish line. Steps coming up. Wrapping around some boulders. We're gonna connect to our bridge over here. We've only got about maybe 4 more feet to go to that, so that's pretty cool. Hey, good morning. So, day 62 and a half. Well, not quite, but it sure does feel like it. It's been taking a lot longer than what we thought, but you know, this thing is growing and growing. It seems like every time we come up with a plan, we buy some more rocks or just make it bigger of some sort. So let me show you what we have. All right, so we got a few steps set. This is just gonna break it up, but we're gonna build up the ground level, I think all the way to here to have our pathway over there that goes in front of the feature all the way to the sitting area. But here's what we have with our steps. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps so far. And there's our bridge all the way up there poking out. So today, the plan is to finish up this area, build this up so we can have a series of steps coming down, put a few more rocks in there. Maybe we'll do some plumbing, but I think that we're gonna finish off this side over here as well on the right side of the feature, and maybe go ahead and set a few rocks here, bump this out, and do some trim work on the side. We'll see. So it's 2 days before Christmas, so we'll see what we can get done, but you know, I'm gonna slow down a little bit probably. We'll see. You know, folks, you get what you pay for. Look at this. Doesn't he look comfy? I think you need some hot chocolate, some cocoa, maybe some marshmallows. Hey guys, so we were able to, the day after Christmas, get in about a half a day of work. It was pretty cold, but I didn't want to just get right back into it. You know, we deserve some downtime too, I guess. So we were able to get a few steps set, and we're able to backfill a little bit. Back behind me over here, we got quite a few steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 steps. Pretty good. So the bridge is up there, and that is gonna step across a little small, narrow area in the waterfall section. So here's the bridge. It's gonna essentially, you're gonna be able to step off and then start going down the stairs down there, and that's gonna connect to the pathway that goes over there. Right off the front door, sidewalk, decent bridge coming across, and you'll be able to interact with the feature, be able to maybe pick a spot down here where you can hang out. Well, you're also going to be connecting a pathway right here. We're gonna have to build all this up with dirt over there. So it's finally getting there. All right, so what do you think about the progress on the water feature so far?
Overall, it's been slower than normal, but I think it's gonna be good because we're taking more time, and I think it's gonna look really good once we get it on.
That's a big misconception in this industry that we're in. You can do things efficiently and safely, and it can be done to perfection, just like with Shaquille O'Neal's house. We did that thing in 4 days, and it's stunning, but there were a lot of guys there that had decades of experience. On this one, we're doing a lot of artistic things that we normally don't get a chance to do very often. So we're making little secret falls, and water's gonna be coming out of a lot of other areas. What do you think about the steps?
Took a while to get in, but I think they're gonna make the left side look a lot better than the right side for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we ended up setting some and had to take some out. It didn't quite do what we wanted it to do, but we got it. Is there anything else you want to say to your fans? Nothing beats going to the gym, right? No, this is better. So we're pretty much getting this thing finished up. So it starts up here, comes down, it's gonna drop off of this guy right here. It's gonna drop down. This is gonna be a little focal point area here. There's a mystery falls right there. Water's gonna be pooling up here and dropping over. It's also gonna be coming here and sheeting down here, and it's gonna make like a 45-degree turn and then drop down this little section as well. We got another mystery falls plumb back there. This is my Fred Flintstone wagon wheel with a little fern, a little button fern in there. We've got more water. It's gonna shoot off this, and then that's going to in turn drop down right there. So we've got about a 7-foot long bridge. We're walking across, water's coming under here, water's coming under here. It's dropping down, dropping down, dropping down, dropping down. It's gonna split over here. It's gonna come on top of wood and drop down. It's also going to drop down. There's about a 3-foot drop right in front of me here. There's also another mystery falls plumbed in this little section. It's gonna come underneath this piece of wood, plywood, not plywood. I'm tired. Driftwood. It's gonna come underneath here, drop over that. Now, let me go back up here and show you this. All right, here's the bridge coming down. We got this little rock here. I think this is pretty cool where it looks like it's just naturally cut out right there. Didn't do any modifications to that. Just happened to work out that way. Now, there's gonna be water between here. Water's gonna be starting over here, coming in, coming in, coming in. You've got to jump across a little water, then jump down here. Then we got a series of steps going down to that section. Now, we've got a pathway going from the backyard over here to the front. And this is on the other side of the buckets. We've got some big stones here just to kind of frame up the walkway, the natural pathway. This is just gonna be pine straw. So this is kind of what we do here. Everything Georgia pines up here, okay? So if you look at all the surrounding landscape, I guess, it's all just pine straw. That's what we got. So pathway coming down, coming down, coming down, twists, it turns, and now we've got a little defined pathway here. You know, we had this big rock. I just wanted to put it in here. It just made sense to me. Today is the day where we turn this puppy on for the first time. It's literally been like a month and a half. We've been out here messing with this thing for a month and a half, part-time, all kinds of rain and ice, and I know, you know, you guys up north are just screaming, wah, wah, look at the baby, complain. It's tough when you're not used to it down here. As you can see, I have my flawless coffee cup, compliments of my wife. So I'm ready to go. Shining bright like a diamond today, okay? So we just have to button up this little corner over here that looks like a big spaghetti octopus mess. And we're gonna get this guy turned on today. It was hard for me to sleep. Literally, I was thinking, is this today? Is this really gonna happen today? And I was trying to figure out ways to creatively, design-wise, to finish up this corner. And this stuff just keeps me awake at night. Like, I enjoy doing it so much, but as long as I'm flawless, I'm good to go. Plugging it in for the first time. Finally, taking a while to ramp up. It's a lot of water. 4 pumps, a lot of water flow. What's that? Thumbs up. Yeah. It's almost, so far, like we know what we're doing. Almost. So we ended up putting 4 pumps on this thing. Water coming in from a few different areas, a lot of mystery falls, things like that, but just walking up the sidewalk, and this is what we got. Water. It's like a 2.5 foot drop right here. Drops down, still really foamy, obviously, but it got a little bridge coming off the front side, I guess the front sidewalk here. Water's coming in over here, pooling together in this little general spot, dropping down. But this is what we see coming around the corner. So pretty decent little drop there. It drops down. There's a lot of detail put into this guy to make it what we wanted it to be ultimately. Got a little sitting area over here. That's going to be connected to this little pathway going across. Had an extra rock. We thought we'd put that in there. But we kind of carved this out to make it look kind of, you know, like you're walking through some mountain path or whatever. Big stump right there. Literally found this. These guys were doing some road construction up the road street from us. So we just saw that on the side of the road and went down there and got it. So coming here, dropping down. It looks like it's coming over the log there. Pretty decent flow. We can hear it from literally way up the street, like a football field away. We can still hear this thing at nighttime. Ended up creating a little mystery falls here just between the little log section. But it's got a lot of little accents. There's a lot of mystery falls everywhere. So one over here, one over here, one over here, one over here. It didn't quite turn out exactly the way I wanted it. I wanted a landing pad up here originally with a bigger rock, but we decided to implement that and put that in somewhere else. So we ended up grabbing this rock. We had a machine over there. We're really pushing the limits of that. That guy can only lift so much weight, right? So we always push ourselves. But in order to accomplish what we accomplished here with all this, it's a big drop. We had to carve out all of this just to make it flat enough to come in here and set this rock, to set that rock, to set that rock. That rock down there is about 4,000 pounds. So we're really stretching the limits. This little cutout is pretty cool. So you're able to, just looks like it just kind of fits in there, but you can see some water between it. So stepping up, and then you just walk up to the front door over here. So nice and calm, nice and quiet, and then it gets really crazy as you go along. All right, guys, so that's it. We're gonna be doing some landscaping sometime. I gotta go make some money. I can't spend all my time doing stuff for myself. So we'll see what that looks like and see whenever that gets done. But thanks for watching.